Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am going to make some more 50p ATC coins. I don't know, I might make more things. I've got quite a few of them here, and I also have some things here. So these are just little squares. I believe that these came from either a freebie from My Porch Print, or maybe it was something I bought very cheaply. I don't know. They're a digital download anyway. So some words, they definitely were together. And then on here I've got a ton of different tickets. Now I've been collecting different tickets, you know, for digital download type things for ages. So a good selection, but I've just shrunk them down so they're very mini. So I've got those to work with. This is Amazon packaging that I have, as you can see here. Whoops, I've just used my template and cut out, I don't know how many there were of those. It could be, I don't know, 12, something like that. I've also printed out this kit here. Now, I can't remember where I got this from. It's a download. It's like watercolours on vintage papers. And these are bits of other papers as well. So I've just cut out the bits that I want and shrunk them down, and some of the bits there. And I thought I would use those. This is what my plan is to make those. So let me just cut around the edge of these so that we don't have too much white. I don't want to use the white. My plan is to cover the 50p ATC coins and then add some of the ephemera. So I'm going to try and keep it quite simple. Let's have that. And I might print out some more of these if I decide to do more, or if I want to make some ATCs. These are just on ordinary printer paper. Nothing special about this at all. Printed them, and in fact I even have my own printer paper separate to the household printer paper, which is a better quality, and I haven't even used that. I've just used bog standard, like must be like Tesco's own printer paper. Right, let's start with what we've got here. Start with those, and I want to cover those, so I think I'm going to use my Yoo-hoo. And I'll try and get it to the edges, but don't worry too much. And I'm just going to try and use as much as I can. I wonder if I can get another one on there. I'm just looking at the backs and using the backs. Yep, that will do. Where they've got some of the printed Amazon you know, the barcodes and all the things. I've taken most of the stickers off, but if there is still some more, I am trying to use those so that it doesn't pop up. Right, I'm not going to look too much where they go. Oops, I'm just going to use these papers, and I've got another one printed, and if I need to print any more I'll have to do it in a minute, because my husband's got a business call and I can't really set the printer off in the middle of it. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't. I really need that. I really want that. That would do like that. So, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I am absolutely exhausted today. I have no idea. I didn't sleep well. I was awake for 3 hours in the night, which doesn't help. And then, I've had a manic day with, I'm just not going to look and put those on, with appointments. We had to leave the house at 7:45 to get my husband to the hospital for a physio appointment, and then we had to wait around a bit because he had a follow-up appointment at the fracture clinic, about an hour later, so we just sort of hung around the hospital for that. Then he had to go to X-ray because his arm is getting better, but his hand is still a bit problematic. And as we thought, he has fractured his wrist, which is what we thought all along. But maybe they had to wait for the swelling to go down. I don't know. Anyway, they can't do much. It is repairing, but with any broken bone, it takes about 8 to 12 weeks to heal. So we did that, and then I was like, I paid for the car parking, and then I thought, right, that's it. I'm gonna have to go. And then suddenly he appeared, so I thought, oh great. So we rushed back because I had to get come home, drop my husband off, pick my daughter up, and take her to her appointment, which is not at the same place as the general hospital, but so we had to do that, and so we just got there in time for her appointment, and then the person she was seeing rang her and said that they were going to be late, 20 minutes late. So we ended up sitting in the car waiting for them to arrive. And I literally spent the whole day in the car, the whole morning. By the time I came back, I was desperate for a drink because I hadn't had a drink all morning. I did have my breakfast, but I didn't have a drink. I didn't have time for a cup of tea. So I was desperate for a cup of tea when I got in, and then I've been waiting. I'd got about an hour before my grocery shopping order arrived. So that was it was just been one of those mornings, and then I feel wiped out, and I haven't really done anything, but I don't know what I've done with my shopping. Instead of buying 3 baked potatoes, I've bought 1. Not baked potatoes, potatoes for baking. And yeah, I know I put 3 in because it says 75p or something when I did it. But 1 potato now costs 34p, so I don't know. So that's 1 meal we're going to be struggling to eat. And something else as well. I'd ordered something else and that didn't come either. But it's on the list. It says, the problem is I am too fast for Tesco's website. And I haven't got the patience to wait for things. I think that's part of it. So I think if I'd got a bit more patience, it would. I wouldn't have had so much trouble with it. Anyway, I have food. I shouldn't complain. We shan't starve for a baked potato. Right, I've got one of those left, which I'm going to keep out for a minute. But I could just use this and be done. I was just thinking I could perhaps make some ATCs out of that. I'm not going to make more than 4, am I? I think what I might do is just use this up. And then I'll perhaps print another one and make some ATCs. Now my plan is, as you know, so I'm trying to look up at the light to make sure I get that flower in there. Just going for it. My plan is to make a load of things to swap. I've got quite a few things. I think this will probably be the end. And then I've made some sort of prettier ones yesterday. So I'm just cutting around the edge of these now. Okay, so what have we got? Some of these are going to look better than others, I think. I mean, that's quite plain. Same with that one and that one. Can't have a flower on everything. But some of the floral ones, just a leaf, but that's fine. Oh, some of those have come out pretty well, considering I wasn't really watching what I was doing. Not bad. Right, I think I better go around the edges of those. So I will grab my frayed burlap, which I tend to prefer to vintage photo. I used to use vintage photo all the time, but I find it a bit orange. I prefer the frayed burlap. I have invested in the dark one, walnut stain, is it? But I haven't used it, well, not for anything like this. I have used it for stamping but not for edging, going around the edge. Right, I've got to think about how we can pretty this up a bit, or see what we can do with it anyway. Now let's see, let's swap my glue over. Don't really know what I'm going to do, so all these things I've inked around, so that will save us a minute or two. Perhaps we want some contrast. I'm not going to worry about this too much. I am just going to stick things on and be done. And I'll probably end up speeding this up so that you don't get too bored. Right, well, as you can see, I printed out a little bit more of the paper, one more piece, and I managed to make 6 more ATCs to go with the more much of a muchness. 6 more ATCs, and I don't know how many of these I made in the end. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm in the realms of Betsy Doodle. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, so plenty of things ready to swap there. Still got a few tickets left, and some of these squares which I didn't actually enjoy using in the end. I ripped up a few, as you saw, and you know, wasn't that keen on them. Anyway, those are some ATC 50p ATC coins and some ATCs ready for swapping. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and well, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.